Welcome back to Deep Thought. We're going through Sonic Adventure 1, and we gotta go check out the bridge.
That we do.
That's right, read out the dialogue.
Well, I mean, like, I needed that because I personally can't read or hear the game. So I'm glad Ethan's there to kind of compensate for that for me.
Yeah, you need a lot of compensating flame.
Fuck you. But yeah, this is pretty much the tail end of Sonic's story now. We're just got the final kind of conflict between all the characters in this section here. It's kind of like, this is where you're gonna clean up for all the characters that you now haven't unlocked up to this point, really. Like, we've got Amy, which we've done, but, you know, gonna bump into the other character.
We might unlock a new character in a few minutes.
Yep.
And it's going to be amazing.
This is quote-unquote the climax of the story.
We're gonna unlock 2 new characters. Yep, there he is, the big old lug himself.
Which of the stories was it that the Dreamcast version typoed that line as Robotnik?
I think it was this one.
So they did actually fix the typo. Huh.
They actually fixed it. In the Dreamcast version, it said Master Robotonic.
Yeah. So I know there is a typo in SA2. I can't remember exactly which one that got left in the HD port. I think it was like the wrong version of Yor during one of the Team Dark kind of scenes on Prison Island. They're not really that attentive all the time.
It's probably just written by YouTube commenters.
No, that wasn't actually the game. I was just reading the annotations.
Yeah, this is a piss easy fight.
That was a fight? I was unaware that was a fight.
It's not really a fight if you have so much of an advantage. It's more of steamrolling over them.
Yeah.
It's more like steamrolling over an ant.
Yeah, these character fights, now that we're on them, they suck.
They suck dick. They're like terrible.
Like, character fights have never been amazing. Like, they're probably at their strongest in SA2, and then character fights are kind of wank as well, to be frank. Like, with the exception of, like, I guess the Sonic Shadow ones.
Generations.
Generations, I don't know. Like,
they're still better than anything. They're still more challenging. There's more to them than anything in SA1 or 2, apart from maybe the Sonic and Shadow one in SA2, which is repeated.
Yeah.
Why don't we get to fight Amy here? That would be the most realistic fight in the game.
Can't we give, like, just homing attack Amy to then give Gamma his final blow and finish him off?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, we do it in Heroes, so what's the difference?
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
But Heroes was kind of crappy.
Sonic Adventure 2 did have these character fights as well. They did play out rather similar, but at least that was better presented than this. And the way they present it in here with just the number, and it's the countdown, it's just lazy.
If I'm to continue, I
The way his eyes are moving there, look at that. And his ears bouncing around.
Yeah, these like little sections here, these little cutscenes where it's like...
Okay, this
like,
is an absolute waste of time. Like, why do we, like, couldn't the ship have just magically changed back? I honestly wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't be complaining too much, because this is just boring, having to go out of your way. Like, there actually is some really cool shit you can actually find in the egg carrier, but if you're not into that, I can see why it would piss you off that you have to just go out of your way to do this instead of heading back to the action. It's kind of a pace breaker, especially considering all the shit that's going on in the story.
Yeah, like, I just love the idea of, you know, we're losing altitude, we're gonna fall. Let's stand and monologue to myself.
I don't know why they made us go into Eggman's cockpit. I don't want to go there.
Eggman's cock.
Well, we had to. it's the place we had to go, DHB.
We're about to meet the best character in the game.
Chaos 6?
No.
Yeah, I like Chaos 6 too.
I like Chaos 6 as well, but my favorite character is
Froggy?
No. There he is, Big. Big!
No, I'm pretty sure you meant Froggy. I'm not the
See, can't you just see the poor romantic tension here? It's just so upsetting. Big just wants his little friend back, and poor cruel Dr. Eggman has stolen him from him. It's just so unfair.
Why is Big even here?
Because he was trying to find his friend, and no one will give him a break. He didn't even have anything to do with this, but no one will give him a break. He's just being forced into this battle that he doesn't want to be a part of. He just wants to relax and fish. Anyway, Chaos 6, this music is kick-ass. I love it.
This is a pretty fun boss overall, I think. Like,
I'm sure. Sorry, go ahead.
Like is a way to speed it up using the fully charged thing. I'm just going to do it like the safe way here.
Are you going to use
like,
the maximum heat Knuckles attack as Knuckles?
No, I'm not. At least I don't think I did. It's been a long time since I recorded that. But yeah, basically just chuck these things into him, then it just makes him vulnerable. Then, you know, he can do whatever.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I just waited for him to suck them in. I didn't know.
That must take bleeding ages. How long did it take you to beat this boss?
About 3 minutes, I think.
That's still
Maybe
less
longer.
time than THP took it with the big version of this fight.
The 6-second one. Oh, that was amazing. But we'll get to that eventually. But anyway, what were you going to say, THP?
I was just gonna say, I'm sure Big the Cat is relatable to Flame, since, you know, they have the same voice and the same personality.
Yeah.
No comment.
Although I'm quite sure Big's less of a virgin.
Well, yes, Froggy.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I
like, big story in this game is basically Big getting cut because it's now Chaos who's giving him tail.
See, that's actually a common misconception. I'll get to it when we get to Big's story. Big the Cat and Froggy are not sexually involved.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there goes my fanfiction.
That whole... Oh, jeez.
Let's
hi,
put some
Knuckles.
images in Evan's mind he never wanted.
How? No, I'm not thinking about this any further.
It's impossible, hence why they don't have a sexual relationship. It's not that
I'm
hard
sure
to understand.
there's a
They
way.
don't even have a romantic relationship.
Mia, are you speciesist?
No, they're just really close friends. They've probably discussed it, but they've probably decided that it's best for both of them if they weren't in a relationship together. Also, I hate Eggman is the best line in this game.
Yeah, it's like, tell us how you really feel, Sonic.
Yeah, also, that thing of him falling flat on his face and then landing on his feet. I would give him a 10 out of 10, but that just looks so badly animated. I'm gonna have to deduct all the points. So
Also, this looks ominous.
No, this is just normal, like, you know, these temples in the middle of the forest and that, they just do this sometimes.
They just need to let out some air.
Yeah.
That light. I think it's trying to show me something.
How? It's completely ignoring you. How does it occur to him that the light's trying to show him something? It really isn't. It doesn't look like that at all. It just looks like it's doing its own thing, and Sonic's like, oh, everything involves me. Also, we can now play with Big.
Yes, we can. Oh, goody, Lost World.
They spelled center wrong.
I never found that much trouble with this. Well, I mean, there's one part that, I mean, it's kind of my fault, but I don't really care for. But other than that, this level's all right.
This level reminds me of the game of the same name, including the part where you're running through a tube
Yeah.
right now. But, yeah, I don't really like this level. It's probably my least favorite of Sonic's levels. It's just... and the music's basically just... it's basically just a bunch of drums and sex moans and...
But it's the snake that's the contention here for me. I just really...
You're just jealous that it's bigger than yours.
I was waiting for you to say that, so now I can actually get on with my point. The problem is that, like, this part here, like, you constantly have to, like, readjust where Sonic's standing, and, like, you can, like, clip through and it's not your fault. Like, it's trying to push me through there. You know, like, it can just push you through into the abyss, and you're basically fucked if that happens.
It is possible to, like, kind of spin dash jump your way through it if you know what you're doing, kind of.
Yeah, the problem there is that I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I never really had that problem of like him potentially clipping through the snake. It just kind of did its own thing. I at first I was afraid he was gonna die from going underwater, Because that's still in effect in this game, right?
You can drown if you're under there too long. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, but other than that, I didn't mind the snake that much.
Oh my god.
Okay, good.
This is a great playthrough, guys.
This is what happens when you bring in a load of 12-year-olds.
Speak for yourself, Flame. I'm not 12 years old. You are, in your mind.
Look, what the fuck's going on there? What the fuck was going on there? I just sort of slid along.
I will say there is a good part of this level, which is the like middle section where you're like kind of just going fast, like Sonic is supposed to. Also, what's going on in the background? There seems to be like a ton of temples and shit in the background, and it's all like really green and it looks really weird outdoors.
That's called wallpaper.
These mirrors are really fucking fiddly, by the way.
Not really, you just suck at them.
No, it's really fiddly.
Okay, they can be, but I've never had that much issue with them.
I could swear I just ran into that flame there and it didn't hurt me.
Well, you are Flame, so
Yeah, got an immunity, I guess.
if anything, it was masturbation.
Anyway, let's go this way, so why did I bother setting that one on? I don't want that, so I'm just jumping around it.
Oh, the electric shield.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying, because there's like a light dash section later on. And I think I do accidentally get one anyway, which is annoying if this is the take I'm thinking of. But yeah, the darkness is a little bit annoying here, like I could do without the mirror gimmick, but I guess it's relatively inoffensive to like the snake section, so...
Hey, look, it's the final part of that level at the end of SA2.
Yeah, Cannon's core.
Yeah.
Those fire arrows can hurt you, by the way.
Huh?
And the mirror section, those fire arrows can hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at this here.
Oh, holy Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, don't spin dash here, because that thing will catch up to you.
THP knows
Yeah.
from experience.
Yeah, I had a deathless run going until I spin dashed, and the boulder somehow caught up to me, like really fast, and it sent me into the pit below.
The wonders of elastic bands.
Yeah, it's like a rubber band. It's like Knuckles Chaotix.
Sorry, I want to go on just a quick tangent. The ring noise in this version, I know they sound just like a tiny pitch lower than what it normally is. Like, am I the only one who notices that?
No, what I notice is that they don't always sync up properly, and it really fucking annoys me. Like, I've done as much tweaking as I can, but it still sounds like they're fucking desynced. Like, that's in the game itself. Like, I'm playing the game and I'm like picking up a ring, and I swear there's like a little bit of a delay.
Sonic Team just cannot do audio editing, can they?
Can kind of hear what you're saying about the ring being lower pitched. I don't know if it's lower pitched, but that's weird.
If we compare the two, then yeah.
It was probably just the source they took them from probably wasn't the highest quality or something.
Probably, yeah. I imagine there would have been little things like that that had to be compressed more than ideally, but you know, we've got to kind of save space somehow.
Honestly, I've never noticed, and also honestly, I don't really fucking care.
You need to learn to be more petty. Come on.
Well, I did want it to be a quick tangent, but it kind of did take up a good part of the level. But I don't think that really matters because this part of the level was for me.
Light speed dash with the shield, magnetic shield, lovely.
Oh wow, this section was really... I love that loading screen that literally just loads
Yeah.
half a second of gameplay. I think it's
Well,
because
yeah.
it's loading this next cutscene though as well.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. It's in the same point. Bear in mind, I've cut down a lot of load screens, so I don't know whether there was another one there or not. But
Yeah, but the section was still loaded because on Night 06 this game knows how to manage its resources a bit better,
true.
which is pretty sad.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, fam, get ready for exposition.
Yay.
Oh gee, I sure hope that never happens.
I think I've seen that thing somewhere before, but I just can't put my finger on where.
I wonder.
And what's happening?
Doi. I love it. If you get like a still screen from when he's talking there, his teeth just sort of glow and it's fucking fantastic.
Oh man.
Yeah. I also love how it made me stand there for a while before giving me control back.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, they're all dead.
Rest in peace, Shao.
With the red glow, it kind of looks like they're bleeding.
A little bit.
And this lady right here, she's the same person who voices the orb as well.
Or it is her.
It is her.
I'm pretty sure that's also the same voice as Rouge in SA2.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just
look it up.
a little bit lower though. Or maybe a bit deeper. I mean, I could be wrong, but they have very similar voices in my opinion. And also, but like their quality is not very good.
That's it. Zoom in on the crutch shot. Lovely.
What was that all about?
Yeah, that was a bit of a time travel sequence. They happen a lot throughout this game, and frankly, quite randomly as well. It's a bit jarring sometimes.
No, she's not. She's the voice actress for Rouge. Is not Tikal, but she does voice. Rouge's voice actress does voice the default menu voice, the Station Square train announcer, the Twinkle Park announcer, and Eggman's computer.
Oh, right. Ah, so she just dump all the minor roles on her.
She was also a voice recording director.
Oh, right.
And she
yeah.
voiced. Oh wait, and she voiced Bubsy in Bubsy 3D.
What a CV.
I think I know why she's the voice in Eggman's computer, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. Please explain.
She also voiced a character called Mia in a Fire Emblem game. I don't know anything
Oh, right.
about that though. And Pit in Smash Brothers Brawl.
Oh, right.
Alright, final leg.
Oh, what? I like this level.
I love this level. It's so good, especially the part where it's Crank the Heat Up playing in the
Oh, yeah.
background. That's such a good song. But this song's good. This one gets you prepared for the awesomeness that's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll admit the song that's coming up is actually really good. I do like it. But the thing with Sonic Adventure is that the levels, like these 10 levels right here, these are the only 10 levels in the game, and they get reused a lot throughout
Hot
the game.
shelter.
Well, Hot Shelter.
I mean, except Hot Shell. Oh, God.
We're pedantic here. Get used to it.
But in any case, the levels get reused a lot throughout the game, and it just, well, it wouldn't be a problem for me if, like, I don't know how to put this right, but personally, a lot of the levels just don't really feel particularly memorable to me, like they were in Sonic Adventure 2.
I disagree. I think this is really memorable. And Speed Highway and
I suppose.
Azure and what's it called, Emerald Coast and Red Mountain's indoor section. I don't know. I think the levels are very memorable, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of this being memorable for me is just due to the sheer number of times I've played the game, but like I think this is pretty distinct as a level. Same with like Emerald Coast. That's Speed Highway. That's like, I guess that doubles up given it ended up being in gens as well. It's like, to me, I think there are a lot of like very distinct levels, but I'm not sure if that is, like I say, because I've played the game so many times.
Don't get hit by that hammer, guys, or you'll fall.
Yeah, and then we'd have to come back up. I think it's a death pit under that, actually.
It is, yeah, and the checkpoint is pretty sparse at this area. Not now. You've gone past the like hard part of the level, in my opinion, but yeah.
Yeah, checkpoints are for pussies anyway.
Good
Let's
point.
just do that. Also, there's a little gap here between the lift and the platform. First time you play this, you'll more than likely just fall through it, not expecting that.
I don't think I did, but I think I got that animation. The
whoop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I like the elevator's animation. I don't like the elevator itself because of the pit thing, but I'm not sure what I think of it going back to this music. I think it adds a bit of resolution to the level, maybe. Just because you're kind of back to the kind of more calm music, but everything isn't calm. Because this is when like the voice starts saying intruder alert, and stuff like that in the background.
This is kind of like a precursor to how Iron Gate plays out in SA2, really, if you think about it. Like, you're intruding and there's like the voiceovers like warning you and shit, and there's all mechanical bits and pieces everywhere. Like, Iron Gate is the more technologically advanced, whereas this is the more sort of wacky thing because it's Eggman's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, that did just boost me straight into a wall. That happens sometimes.
Those enemies back there, they were quite annoying. Please do not run into them or you may die.
Okay, I won't.
It's fun if you light speed dash in the sections with like lots of enemies.
Yeah, you can be there for a very long time, just like smacking them all up, and they keep on respawning too. So you'll be there for fucking ever if you like.
There's was one section later on in the level where the target dummies start coming out. That Gamma uses in his version of the level. I love that. I also like how I should probably wait until we play as Gamma to say this, but I can just repeat it then. No one will notice. I like how Final Egg is Gamma's first level, because Final.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did that on purpose, I have to think.
But they did use this final name convention quite a bit during the Dreamcast and start of modern. You know, like we've got Final Egg in this level, we've got Final Rush and Final Chase in SA2, we've got Final Fortress in Heroes and Final Haunt in Shadow. Even though that's technically not the final level because like you got the last way in the last story. But it's just a neat little convention that I think it's kind of a shame they dropped. But at the same time, I know you're gonna run out of shit after a while. So are we ready for this amazing Eggman model?
Oh god.
Oh,
this
boy.
boss fight.
Is alright.
No.
Look at that model. That's probably got like 4 fucking polygons, hasn't it?
No, it has
my
1,
God.
2, 3, 4.
You know, it looks like a dummy version of Eggman, like it should have been the Gamma stage.
It looks
Possibly,
like
yeah.
a puppet. It's like a ventriloquist is here. That's the real villain.
You know, it explains how Eggman survives the explosion that's going to happen in a few minutes.
Oh yeah.
You know, I wish you fought the Egg Viper down on the ground instead of over a bottomless pit.
Yeah, but we need the tension.
Oh, this fight, I have a lot to say about this dude.
Go for it.
Yeah, we might as well get it out of the way. So, what do you think of this fight, Mia?
Oh god, it's... Okay, I like the idea and stuff, and my biggest problem is if you fuck up, you have to do the whole thing over again, and this is a really long fight considering. Like, there's no way to really speed it up that much. And it's just such a pain, because every time you fail, you get more frustrated that you're going to have to do everything again. And then the last part is just so goddamn cheap that he, like, you know, he's up to something, and that's just pain in the arse. And I'm sure a few people here may remember a moment on stream, which I will not confirm ever happened, where a certain someone got in a really bad mood, to say it lightly, over this particular boss fight. And, oh god, no. I just don't like
And then
this
on
guy.
Twitter, he put up a certain E621 post.
Oh, yeah.
What's that site even? I don't know anything about that.
It's a furry porn website.
I was trying to lure it out of Ethan, god damn it.
Well, I know of it because I clicked on the link.
Oh, of course, and you remember the exact site from one link several months ago. But yeah, this was the part during my recording session where I also realised that rings are for pussies, and so I decided, fuck it, you guys can have a heart attack.
Well, I know you're not going to get hit, because I know what
Yeah.
you're like.
That part can be really awkward, just spin dash off to the side and you
Yeah.
get through him.
That part dicked me over so much.
You only have to spin dash, just run towards him, he'll never hit you with that laser.
Yeah, but spin dash looks cooler. That's the important part, not like not dying or anything, just look cool.
Well, that's what Sonic basically is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, contrary to Mia, I didn't really find a whole lot of trouble with this fight. I mean,
oh god, the Beyblades. That's happened to me way too many times to count, and it pisses me off.
Yeah. It's very hard to make sure you actually land on what you're trying to land on.
Eggman's goddamn Beyblades. And then he destroys the other side of the platform and starts destroying the whole area, and then that's when it starts getting tense, because you know you gotta be quick and stuff, but it's also kind of difficult to concentrate sometimes, and sometimes you might just get dicked over by the Beyblades, and that's another platform lost. Meaning sometimes you can actually end up with only one platform remaining during the final section, which means you're gonna die.
But on the whole, I do quite like this boss now I know what I'm doing with it, but it doesn't really convey well, particularly this last section. Like, this is some bullshit. Like, I'm not going to try and defend this.
It's actually kind of easy to kind of read where he's going to be. If you go to like one certain edge, he'll probably end up there, and you just have to run to the other side like really quickly.
Sometimes there's not enough platform there to judge as well, though.
Plus also, the way it conveys it to you, like, watch out, he's up to something, that doesn't tell you anything about what he's up to, and so you don't know that you're supposed to dodge a final hit. Like, for all we know, that could be, like, another Beyblade attack, that could be a laser, you know, all the other shit he's been doing through the fight. Like, you got no way of knowing until he's really close towards you. So, like, once you know what you do, then you know to, like, spin out the way, but chances are, on your first playthrough, you're going to lose a life there, just where you get fucked over by it.
Alright, I can agree to that.
Go on, THP.
I don't think it's hard at all, and the last part, it's relatively easy to dodge.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Relative
think it
to
is.
what?
Relative to any amount of skill playing.
What?
Yeah, I see what you're trying to say.
Unconvinced.
In other words, Mia sucks at the game.
I've got something you can suck.
Lollipops.
Yes.
Alrighty, so we finished up with Sonic stories, and these credits are gonna take quite some time. So
4 minutes.
At least they have good music.
yeah, I like Sonic's theme song. Let's start off with that.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
matter.
good.
I think I mentioned being kind of indecisive about which version of it doesn't matter. Like, I prefer in the SA2 run. This is the song that, like, it's just got this, and I know it's nostalgia, but it's just got this sort of, like, amazing feel to it to me. Like,
Yeah.
I really do like this version of the song.
Me
It's
too.
like one of my favourite songs ever.
I like this version of it a bit more than the SA2 version, but they're both awesome.
It's kind of like the SA2 one's more like the hype, active sort of take on it, whereas this is
Yeah.
more sort of chilled, Sonic's inner feelings sort of stuff. And I like how Sonic in the shower with Tails watching is like one of the highlights.
Well, that is one of the best parts of the game.
Yeah. Hope you like your furry yowie. Yeah, so I think you were gonna wrap us
Well,
up,
if you
weren't
looked
mate?
at my favorites last night,
Yeah, well, just really quickly, THV, what did you think of Sonic's theme song?
I think most of the songs in this, well, most of the songs with lyrics in this game are pretty bland, and I don't really like them. Especially the main theme, "Open Your Hearts." I don't like Crush 40, and I don't like them. They're really bland.
Even, can you just make sure to edit that out?
Yeah, we can't have
you.
factually incorrect opinions in this.
We can't have conflicting opinions.
Yeah.
We can't have conflicting opinions, but we could talk about, well, what you talked about earlier.
Yes.
Alright, so let's just go through all of us once again really quickly, just sum up your thoughts of Sonic's story. I'll go first. I like it. I like all the I like the levels. I don't love any of them. Maybe Emerald Coast, maybe Speed Highway. I don't like the level progression. I still think the Hub World's a waste of time, even though, I mean, I guess it's memorable.
That's the game as a whole.
Yeah, music's good. Graphics are okay when they're not cutscenes, because the cutscenes are terrible.
That's the game as a whole.
Overall, I like Sonic's story.
Right.
Mia, you go next.
Who?
Mia.
Me.
Go.
Oh, okay. Sonic story. Yeah, it's good. I like Sonic Story. This is probably the best Sonic's ever played in 3D, in my opinion. I like his controls. He's smooth, he's tight, he's floaty enough that you can control him. He's cool. I don't like playing as Sonic as much in SA2, but it's still pretty damn fun. But I just prefer these levels. I prefer the spin cancelling in this version. I just like how Sonic is in this game, and it's definitely the highlight of the game, apart from obviously Big the Cat. But we'll get to that when we get to it. So yeah, I like Sonic in SA1, and it's one of my favorite experiences with Sonic in the series. So yeah.
Alright, cool. Flame?
As well, pretty much echoing what Mia said, that this is obviously the main meat of the game. This is like the part they spent much more time developing in. It really shows, like,
Apart from Big.
well, but yeah, like, it's got the most interesting gameplay. Like, Sonic controls amazingly in this game. His spin dash really, like, the levels complement the spin dash well, so you can get around a lot quicker. There's a lot of stuff you can do, like, to play this as a speed game if you wanted. Like, there's a lot of skips and shit, and I just think it's really, really well done, Sonic, in this game.
Cool. THB, real quickly?
I think there should be more of this, pretty much, of the level design.
Honestly, I agree.
The way Sonic controls them. They sort of try to go back with, well, not even try, but, well, actually, after Adventure 2, they never really try to, like, replicate how Sonic plays in Sonic Adventure 1, which is a shame, because it's really perfect if they, like, fine-tune it and stuff. But, that's all I have to say.
Alright, nice. And that'll do it for Sonic Story, so we'll see you next time when we take on Tails' story.